What it do, y'all? Back up in this thing with another YouTube video. My name is Swirly. This is my world. Welcome to my orbit. I know y'all been waiting on the next chapter of the Basic Bitch Chronicles, but we doing something different today. Okay, so today we're gonna do something. Hold up. We're gonna do something a little bit different today. So as a lot of you may know, if you really follow me and really, look at my other stuff besides just the content on Twitter and OnlyFans, I'm a very spiritual individual. I'm a very magic-loving individual. I'm a very meditative individual. I'm a very intuitive individual. If you've been following me, you would know that the spirituality is actually one of the things that makes me the most passionate. I get very, very excited whenever it comes to talking about matters of the mind or matters of the spirit, the soul, the conscious. Which is also why I did not bother to really shave my face. I really didn't even bother to get myself together like that. Because the beauty is in spirit today. The beauty is in what we're doing right now. Fuck that, okay? If somebody told you have to look bomb as fuck every single day of your living life, your waking life, you have to look bomb as fuck every day, they lied to you. You don't have to do that to make people happy. You don't have to do that to make yourself happy. Yourself being happy is the only thing that fucking matters. Do you approve? Do you approve? Do you like it? Then they gonna like it. If you walk in the room like you own that bitch, then you own that bitch. If you own yourself, you own your own time and space, your own bubble, your own matter, your own aura. What are outside opinions? Fuck what they have to think. Be you. Anyway, now that we got all that out the way, if you're not a free-minded individual, I suggest that you click off of this video immediately. I believe in psychic ability. I believe wholeheartedly in the supernatural. I believe that the supernatural is the only real natural, and the actual nature tends to go against nature. Anyway, I digress. So today I wanted to highlight the Clairsenses. I just want to say, look at that freaky dashiki. I wanted to go and dive into each one of these Clairsenses, their meanings, and different ways that I know that they can be interpreted. Now I know that there are completely different ways, and there are new psychic connections, unique ones being made every single day. And these abilities are developing, these abilities are manifesting in many different ways. So please do not think that I'm just like the guru and I just know everything there is to know about superpowers and higher consciousness. No. I just know that I don't know a damn thing. And neither do you. So technically everything is real and not real at the same time. Reality is very relative. Anyway, there are 9 different Clairsenses, even though some of them kind of overlap into each other, and I'm going to get into that in a minute. But there are 9 different Clairsenses. I want you guys to listen to my theory, my perspective. And when you do so, I want you to start to pick out the pieces that resonate the most with you, and at the end, down in the comment section, I want you to tell me which 3 Clairsenses you resonate with the most. So, the first one is what I consider to be usually the most common one, but the levels in which they vary are very different. So, clairvoyance. Clairvoyance, the ability to clearly see. When I say clearly see, Do note that I mean physically see, I mean spiritually see, and I mean really be able to insight, like sight of all beings, sight in all ways. For example, a person could be clairvoyant and see a person's aura. Sometimes some people see an image with their eyes and they'll get a reflective image inside internally. Like, for example, some people will walk past me and I'll see colors depending on the person and depending on how powerful they are. The more powerful the individual, I tend to see more colors. The more aggressive an individual, I tend to see more abrasive, more dangerous colors. And I consider more dangerous colors to be things of the lower chakra, things of more instinct. If something is in its fight or flight, it's unpredictable. It's dangerous. Also clairvoyant. Sorry, I'm off topic. That's the thing. You guys are gonna have to get used to that. My mind is here, my mind is there. I talk about this and that, and I really dive into the different aspects of one thought. But clairvoyance, some people can see spirits. Some people can actually see physical manifestations of a ghost, a spirit, an entity, or a demon. You know what I mean? Different things like that. I myself consider myself a bit clairvoyant, but that is not my ultimate clairsense, and I'm going to get into that in just a minute. Clairvoyant people can also pick up on physical sight, like things of physical as well, like tiny little things, like little ticks. They'll pick up on like your mannerisms and shit and just know that you're lying. Or they'll be able to tell if you're extremely excited to be in the presence of someone else. Like body language speaks a lot, but a lot of people are not. A lot of people are blind to body language and they don't know how to read it.
Y'all, how could I forget that clairvoyant people can also get visions? They can get visions in dreams, sometimes about the past, present, or future.
The next one, Claircognizance. This one is extremely common, in my opinion. It's like a light bulb effect, like an epiphany of sorts. You know what I mean? Because it's what people consider common sense, just knowing. Just knowing, like this sense of just like, I just know that though. Like, I don't have to question that though. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain claircognizance because it's so common. It's literally common sense. That almost every single thing we're running into, if you just kind of have a sense and a grasp of something on your own, that's claircognizance. If you pick up something on your own and just know how it works, that's claircognizance. If you out of nowhere have an aha moment, and now you just see the world differently, that was a claircognizant message. Another thing, before I continue, all of these clairsenses are just varying ways of sensing. Senses are just ways for consciousness to receive messages, to receive and interpret said messages. Do you know what I'm saying? So these extra sensory abilities are just extra sense. It's a sense you already have, but these are extra. These are all different ways to receive higher messages and higher knowledge from spirit. You may refer to spirit as a god, a deity, a Buddha, Allah, whatever that may be, whatever that may manifest in your way, whatever resonates the most with your being and your overall spirit. I call it spirit because it's such a vague and very broad word. Every single religion uses this word in some form or facet. So in my mind, that is the thing that connects it all. Spirit. The next one is clairaudience. Clairaudience is a very special one. I consider myself very clairaudient as well as clairvoyant. I would like to think I'm a little more clairvoyant than clairaudient. But clairaudience is clear hearing. The ability to hear what is either here or what is not here. For example, some people are clairaudient to a point where they can hear exactly what a person is playing on their phone outside, through the window, downstairs, by their cars, like out there in the parking lot, they can hear exactly what they're saying. You know what I mean? Like that clairaudience. That's a physical sense. Or you could be clairaudient to a point where I actually know an individual that can hear like a ringing depending on a person's vibration. And if a person's really anxious, it'll be like really high pitched. Or like if they're just vibrating at a high frequency, he'll hear a high pitched ring. And if they're vibrating at a low frequency, he'll hear like this low, grungy kind of noise. So like that's a form of clairaudience. Another thing, some people hear certain noises and see colors. This is whenever you get your clairaudience linked to your clairvoyance. So that's why I'm saying a lot of these overlap, is because actual senses overlap, extra senses also overlap. You know what I'm saying? The most common known form of clairaudience is being able to hear a person's thoughts, true telepathy, clairaudient, where you can literally hear the vibrations that are not even in physical form. You can hear the echoes of thought vibration. I can hear the echoes of them sometimes. Depending on how close I am to a person, I can hear what they're about to say. Like I can hear it. It's crazy. I'll hear it like in my skull. Like it's almost like their thought just infiltrated me. In my mind, and I'm partially clear. I'm more clairvoyant than clairaudient. I see thoughts like these floating little things with tails in the sky, like little sperm cells. Like that's how I see thoughts. And it's almost like I'm an egg. Like my aura is like an amniotic sac. Like I have an egg, you know, this squishy thing, like this little bubble I'm in, and thoughts breach my aura. Like my aura has like these tentacles, and it'll grab certain things, and sometimes it'll grab these thoughts, and I'll get thoughts, and I'll literally be singing a song or something, and that person was like, I was just thinking about that song, like we just must be linked. Like those thoughts, it must be really heavy out there because I'm starting to pick up on them. You know what I mean? If a person's really worried about something, I'll get random anxious thoughts that aren't even my own sometimes. I'll grab on to concepts. And in fact, my aura is so sensitive to outside energy. If I walk past anyone, I'm gonna get a piece of something from them that I wouldn't have had I not walked past that person. Getting off topic. But some people can hear thoughts. That's a form of clairaudience. Another form of clairaudience is being able to hear spirit, being able to hear a God-like entity speak through you and clearly hear a voice in your head that is not your own, and be able to discern which is yours and which is not. Being able to hear ancestors and hear other demons, hear higher and lower vibrational spirits, just being able to hear what's on the other side. Because the world that we see in physical form is but a fraction of what is on the other side.
And as above, so below.
I've tried shrooms. When on shrooms, I am extremely clairaudient. I can hear a person's thoughts and see them so vividly, to the point where you could be telling me a story and I'm probably going to say it word for word with you, or I'm going to finish most of your sentences. Another one is clairsentience. This is like a clear gut feeling, but this manifests in different ways. A lot of people think it's just a gut feeling, like, oh, I don't need to be here. That's the most common version. However, I've also met people have clairsentience, being able to, that's clear feeling. Clairsentience is clear feeling. My bad. But anyway, you'll get goosebumps sometimes. Sometimes you'll get a chill up and down your spine. Sometimes your eyes will just start hurting, or you'll just get a random headache whenever you're in the wrong. It's almost like a spidey sense. When you're in bad situations, your body reacts. Or sometimes if you're in the presence of high vibration, I'll get like goosebumps from walking past certain people. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm not like that person's even famous, but I could feel their aura is just, their magnetism, their gravity is just captivating. You know what I mean? Woo! And when I'm getting a little bit of goosebumps right now, because whenever I speak through spirit, I get goosebumps. That's my Taurus in my chart. Now, that's another thing, is that Clairsentience is more linked to earth-based energy, I noticed. So if you have more earth in your chart or Cancer in your chart, you tend to be very squeamish about who touches you. You don't want everyone to touch you, but when you do want a certain person to touch you, you want to like have your hands all over them because you can feel their energy through your skin. These people, Clairsentience people, tend to love to cuddle with the people they like. If they don't like their energy, they don't even want you to touch them. They don't even want you to reach out and try to touch them. Clairsentience people are also very sensitive with people touching their hair. They feel like sometimes like a person's energy, bad energy, might get on their hair. I find that that's very common in most earth signs. Clairvoyance is usually very linked to all the air signs and Pisces. Scorpios tend to have mastery over that too in some fields. But all the water signs tend to be extra clairaudient. I know that I'm like saying a lot and spitting a lot I know, but it all connects. So hopefully if you didn't catch anything so far, like you'll just run this whole bitch back and just watch it again. Okay, so we just spoke on Clairsentience, so now I need to speak on a offset, kind of like a variant of Clairsentience, which is Clairtangecy, the ability of clear touching. Now, this can be physically, you can like get information, you could get memories or visions of the future, the past, or the present, or just get thoughts, or just you can receive information and vibrations through touch, physically. Or if you have this is a rare ability in my opinion, but if you resonate with Clairtangecy, please put it in the comments. But I can touch things that are not here. That is my specialty out of all the other clair senses. Clairtangecy is my specific. I'm very good at it. I can touch things that are not here, to the point where people, everyone in my family knows if you lose something around, I'm literally gonna ask you, okay, what does it look like? And what does it feel like? So I can materialize it in my mind. I know it. Like if you lost a spoon, a certain spoon, I can see the spoon. I can feel the cold spoon in my hand right now. I swear, it's like I feel like my hand is cooling down right now. I can feel it, And then I'll keep looking for it, and eventually I'll be damned if we don't find that spoon. And never once am I worried we're not gonna find it. And the thing is, there could be situations where like my sisters or whatever be like, I know I lost that. I know I left it wherever we was at. What does it look like? What does it fit? And we find it. We always find it. Okay, another example. I can touch people that are not here. If there's somebody I miss and I haven't seen them or heard from them in a long time, I might not even have their number no more. I might not even know what social media to find them on. But if I remember the way they felt, if I can remember touching any part of them in any way, I'm just gonna replay that until I feel it in physical time. I can literally touch what is not here, and I'll be damned if I'm wrong. I'll be damned if I'm lying. I will touch somebody that has not heard from me in years, and they will find me and hit me up. They will find me on Twitter. They will find me on Facebook. They will find me on my old Instagram that ain't even got no fucking followers on it. The motherfuckers will find me if I reach out and touch you. If I reach out and touch you, you are going to have a thought of me. And what's crazy is I know this. I know this because when I get drunk in the club, I do it all the time. I'll see somebody over there and I'll be like, that motherfucker is not looking at me. I will reach out and graze the back of that nigga neck. It was me. I reached out and touched you. Quit playing with me. Look, fuck what you heard. Y'all might think I'm crazy. I don't give a damn if you just think I'm entertaining. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Because I really got to get this message out here. I got to let everybody know that they have superpowers. You have superpowers. But I'm not over it. Anyway, that was Clairtangecy. Anyway, Clairempathy. This one is very common, but a lot of people have it, and I envy the people that... I have it, but I don't have it in the same capacity as others do. Because I don't have any water in my chart, it's difficult for me to control emotion. So I can feel other people's emotions, but I don't know how to bend them. I do not know how to bend emotion. Not a water bender. In fact, I can't swim, and if the rain is too heavy outside, I feel like I can't breathe in it. I love to sunbathe, but let's neither here nor there. Clairempathy, the ability to clearly feel emotions. You should be able to walk in a room and damn near be able to know how everybody's doing in the room. You should be able to tell as soon as one of your homegirls is not feeling it. She can have a smile on her face, and you'd be like, bitch, what's going on at home? What's really wrong? Like, what's really the problem? Because I see through all that bullshit. I feel through all that bullshit. You know? You could be having a good time, and something just ain't right. And now you got to go find your bitch. Where she at? She in the bathroom crying. Because you can feel it. These people, I feel bad for sometimes, because I know that people with Clairempathy tend to pity other people's pain because they can feel it on such a high scale. And people that are Clairempathetic tend to be used for their ability to heal. They use you like a sponge. They wipe you. They wipe all that damn dirty ass aura, all that nasty ass, clean out their shit, you know what I mean? And once they're done with you, they don't even wring you out. And they just throw you to the side like a fucking sponge. Like they use you to soak up all their negative energy. And when they're done with you, they're done with you. And they're not here to help you because they feel like because you're so good with emotion that you should be able to rinse yourself out. But you shouldn't be left to do that by your fucking self. Don't heal for these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers ain't here for you. Fuck them. Anyway. Tiger's eye. Leo energy. I'm a fucking Leo rising. Fuck that. Shit. Take care of your own and sustain your own aura, your own magnetism, and let these bitches revolve around you. Anyway. Clairempathy. So the next one, these next two kind of link together. They're Clairsalience, clear smelling, and Clairgustance, clear tasting. The reason they're combined is because ear, nose, throat, they're all very linked, but in particular nose, throat. Because whatever you smell, you're tasting a little bit, and whatever you're tasting, you get an aroma of. Am I wrong? Okay. So if you can clearly smell what's not here, you could damn near taste it too. These people tend to be very good chefs, very good in the kitchen. Very good in the kitchen. You'll be like, I got a taste for, and you'll literally know how to go find that thing and be able to make it. Like some people I know can just dash some spices together and they're like, I don't know why, I just knew. Like that Claircognizance, I just knew what to put because I could taste it in my mouth already as I was mixing the spices together. I ain't never made this before. I'm just trying something new. And that shit be bomb as fuck because they got Clairgustance and Clairsalience. I think that's all of them. Now I want to tell you which ones are linked to which elements. Like I said before, Clairvoyance tends to be more linked to... Now, everybody can be clairvoyant to different degrees. But I find that specifically Pisces, out of all the signs, is the best with clairvoyance because they are rulers over the fantasy. They can literally feel what is not here, but most people think that that's imagination. But imagination is directly linked to spirituality. You were imagined before you were materialized. Understand that mind over matter, rise over run. Quite literally, if you don't think about it, it does not materialize. If you do not think about it first, it does not matter. Out of sight, out of mind. But if it's out of mind, it was never in sight. Anyway. The only reason you can see is because there's light, enlightenment. Without enlightenment, there's darkness, there's blindness. I don't know where the fuck Anyway, I went off on a tangent. My whole point is that Pisces live in the dream world. They live in the astral plane. They live in spirituality. Whether they call it that or not, they would much rather come from a place of higher vibration than lower. clairaudient people, again, Pisces, they can hear melody, they can feel melody in their soul. Most water signs, they understand vocality. If there was no water in the air, then you wouldn't even be able to perceive you would not be able to perceive the vibration of my voice. Like, vocality is linked to water. Why do you think the throat chakra's blue? For clairempathy, I also find that water signs tend to be the best with this. Again, emotion. Water signs are very clear. Water signs have a lot of magic because they have so much emotion, and emotion is linked to energy. All these things are linked to energy, but I'm saying, like, emotion is one of the main ways you draw in what you want, because the feeling is the secret. You got to visualize it, feel what you want in order to pull in what you want. Clairsalience and Clairgustance, I find, is more of a fire sign or earth sign thing. Earthy, you're just very in tune with matter in general. So you kind of get a sense of smell. But there's something about an Aries or something about a Sagittarius or Leo with that instinct. They got this they just know what to smell. They just got this sense of smell. They got this sense of taste. They whip up in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Clairtangecy, I would like to think is a more earthy thing too. I don't know too many people that can reach out and touch things, but I would like to say that's because of my Taurus. I have strong sense over physical sense and physical touch. I can feel the energy in stones and shit like that. But please get under the comments and out of the 9 ones I think I went over, because I said, which ones did I say? I had Clairvoyance, Clairaudience, Clairempathy. I'm missing one. Okay, Clairintellect, the ability to clearly think, clear thinking. Clairintellect belongs to people like scientists and like philosophers, people that can clearly think in full sentences and clearly like break down and collect and damn near organize their thoughts into like a fucking file cabinet, damn near. Like, they got their shit organized, they got their thoughts in order. Someone that's able to literally do math, like this is this and that and this and this and that, and oh, that's how I got to this conclusion on my own. Not a person. And another thing is that people with clear intellect can soak up knowledge like a sponge, retain said knowledge, and spit it back at you or apply it to other things. People with clear intellect are very, very dangerous when in the wrong hands, because these tend to be your serial killers, your rapists and child predators. These tend to be people that use their big ass brain to wrap circles around the other individual and captivate them. Okay, now I think that I've gone over all the clear senses for the most part. Have I left anything out? Please comment that under. I tried my best. And also, please pick 3 out of these that resonate the most with you. And also, comment any like experiences you've had with these clear abilities. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good shit.